This is Germain, Maximillian, Francais, DeMarquis, Robespier, pendragon III, Esquire Attorney at Law, Chief Justice in the state of San Andreas and all excluded territories. I hereby convene this court in the First Circuit District in the matter of State of San Andreas v. Skittles, and I believe it also being attached a civil suit that will be heard simultaneously of Skittles v. the Los Santos Police Department relating to the matter around his warrant and arrest. Would the state representative like to approach and read the charges? Mr. Coleman?
Yeah, sorry, apologies.
Yep. Go and approach the stand and read the charges. Not the stand, sir.
Yeah, I got you, sir. So the charges that we were told were from a felony warrant. They were hostage taking, jailbreaking, and reckless evading.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. Mr. Skittles or Counsel for Skittles, would you like to approach and enter a plea to those charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Sorry.
My client, Mr. Skittles, would like to plead non-guilty to all three charges.
Understood. And while we have you here, would you like to list the tort that is the basis for the civil suit you filed against the Los Santos Police Department?
I believe my client would like to say that.
Sure.
Wait, could you repeat that, Your Honor?
Would you like to state the tort, which is the legal cause and injury for your lawsuit against the Los Santos Police Department?
They killed me and my grandma, and we were unarmed.
Understood. And what was that in relation to?
I mean, they got a warrant out for me. Someone snitched, and they pulled up on me and my grandma, and then, I was scared for my life because they kept tasing me and hitting me with non-lethal guns and stuff. And then suddenly, these cops, they start spraying at me and my grandma, and they nearly killed my grandma, man.
Understood. Alright, you both may be seated now.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, does either side have any motions that they wish to enter before we go into opening arguments?
No, sir.
Alright.
No, Your Honor.
There's no motions. If the state would like to approach and make their opening argument.
Yes, sir, as you know. So, we had multiple officers notified by, as of you, sir, our felony warrant for Mr. Skittles here. We went and started conducting our raids, went to his workplace, found nothing, then got an anonymous call of his location. All officers drove to the area, and then as soon as he arrived, we found him trying to hide. Ran over to a car, got in the car. I personally used my non-lethal shotgun, was informed if he did not get out of the car, he would be fired upon. I fired upon him with my non-lethal, got him out of the car multiple times, handcuffed him, continued running around, had some issues getting him. Finally, when he finally got another vehicle with another lady, that vehicle itself hit one of my officers.
Objection.
And then was fired
That's
upon.
a lie. Objection.
After that, suspect was subdued and then took to the hospital for his injuries and then sent to the station for processing.
Understood.
Objection, Your Honor.
What is the objection?
This man, he fired upon me and my grandma. We did not hit nobody.
Sir,
Matter of fact, my grandma.
Sir, the objection has to be based on a legal grounds. Can't be made on an opinionated disagreement. If you feel he's committing perjury or something along the lines of that, you need to make that specific objection.
Yeah, he's committing. Your objection. He's committing perjury.
Yeah. In what fact did he perjure himself, sir?
He's lying. He's lying in court.
What is he lying about, sir? What specific
He's lying
fact?
about the fact that he's saying that my grandma hit an officer with a car when she did not. She hit me, but then I got up and jumped in because I was scared for my life. She didn't hit no officer.
I understand. Mr. ADA Coleman, You stated that the vehicle struck an officer. Which officer was it?
Sir, if I'm correct, it should be Richard Johnson is one of them.
Understood. And is there any evidence to this?
Yes, sir. The multiple officers had seen it happen.
Understood. Could you list those officers?
All the officers are on my report. They are Jaden Bands, Richard Johnson, um, and then it was also those are the two that I know of that saw the exact incident.
Understood. It's the opinion of the court that the officer reasonably believes the statements that you're saying are true. The objection is overruled. You may continue your opening argument, sir.
Wait, so you're saying that I hit a cop?
I,
You believe that?
I'm not stating that you hit a cop. I'm stating that I believe and that he believes that you hit a cop. Those
Alright, so you're gonna
are
take his word over mine. Is that where he's on, huh?
Sir, I'm not saying that what you're saying is false and what he's saying is true. I am saying that
But you just stated
he believes what he is saying is true. Just because he believes what he's saying is true does not necessarily believe that it is factually true.
Your
And
Honor, you just said that.
Sir,
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to explain the difference. I'm not saying that he's telling the truth and you're lying, or that what he's saying is true and what you're saying is false. I'm saying that he believes what he is saying is true, and I believe that you also believe what you're saying is true. Since both of you have a reasonable belief of what you're saying to be true, neither of you are committing perjury by saying so. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to rule in your favor on that. There just isn't enough sustaining evidence that he's committing perjury for me to rule in favor of
Objection,
your
Your Honor.
motion.
Objection.
On what grounds?
See, objection, look, officer. Your Honor, you see this strapped on my chest? It's what I like to call a body camera, and I've been recording 24/7. I recorded the whole thing. I'm a
Understood.
lawyer here. He's got it all. So, yeah, that's my objection.
The objection has to be based on a specific fact and has to have a specific reason listed behind it. That's not indicating
I
to what you're
object that.
objecting.
Look, I object that he's lying, and I got evidence.
Excuse me, Judge.
Understood.
Can his legal representative
Objection.
speak for him? Why is he continuously like making a mockery of this court?
A mockery? I'm not making a mockery.
He can still make the motions and objections that he wants within reason. I'm going to go ahead and have to overrule on these objections. This is opening arguments. There can be objections during it, but it's not as strict as during direct examinations. If you'd like to continue for opening argument, ADA Coleman.
Yes, sir. So nothing really changes. Conducted felony warrant, as you've read my report, and as you said, now he has a body cam that shows the exact situation that happened, and that's pretty much as I just stated had happened.
Understood. You may be seated now. We're here opening arguments from the defendant and his counselor, and then we'll move into the oral arguments and examination of the evidence. Defense counsel, if you'd like to make your opening argument.
Alright, I have a little speech, if I may, or statement, if I may, for the court.
Go ahead.
Let me turn around so they can all hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to defend Mr. Skittles against the charges of reckless evasion, jailbreak, and hostage taking. Throughout this trial, you will hear the narrative that portrays my client as the worst criminal mastermind you could think of, but the reality is far less than what you can think. The evidence show that Mr. Skittles was acting out of necessity and defense and not malice or anger. Circumstances forced my client into a situation where their actions attempt to protect themselves and others. We will demonstrate that Mr. Skittles' actions were not premeditated, but rather a series of decisions made under extreme duress and stress that the LSPD that had put them through. As you listen to the evidence, I ask you to keep an open mind and consider the full context and extent of the situation. And then that is all I have, Your Honor.
Understood. You may be seated, sir. If the state would like to approach the stand, any evidence that you wish to examine, we will do so in the Discordia call with a screen share. Is there any evidence you would like to examine right now, sir?
You said the only evidence I have physically on me would be his firearm that I confiscated off of him.
I got you. Go ahead and share your screen, and we will view that now, sir.
Yes, sir.
Objection, Your Honor.
On what grounds?
I claim that the weapon that he took off me was not used, was not flashed, was not pulled out once, was kept in my pockets, and I did not pull it out once.
That's not what I said at all.
What is the objection to the viewing of the weapon? It's that you didn't pull it out?
I didn't use it, and when they were catching me, I did not use it. I did not pull it out. It was just on me,
One
and they still opened
moment.
fire on me.
Everyone give me 1 moment to review this here.
Not a cop. That's my
Don't
car.
unlock your car, John. There's so
Also,
many
I
fucking
don't have access to
What the?
share my screen.
Why is this? Grandma, run! Go! Grandma, go! Grandma, go! Please, go! Grandma, go!
Alright.
But I could just post the photo of it in
hold on.
Discord.
I'm looking through the evidence video submitted. It looks like in video exhibit 1 from the defense at 59 seconds that he does indeed pull the firearm out. Yeah. Is it a Walter P99?
Yes, sir, it is. I have it physically on me.
Understood. Sidebar, defense counsel and defendant and ADA Coleman. And make sure to go silent in the Discord. We're going to speak a bit at the bench. Come up here.
Yes, Your
Yes,
Honor.
sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defendant going to approach as well?
Let me, I don't think he heard you.
Do you want me to put the photo of? I have it in the Discord channel for you.
Yeah,
I mean,
go
it's
ahead.
on my report. Okay, I'll
Go ahead.
Literally,
So
he hit me with the car.
you indicated in the courtroom that you didn't pull the weapon out, but in your own video exhibit, you're seen pulling the weapon out, sir.
Your Honor, I'd like to say that was a muscle spasm, and plus they were already shooting at me before I pulled the weapon out, and I didn't even like aim it or nothing. It was just in my lap, right? I was in the car and I flexed the wrong muscle, and see that's not an excuse, but
I
they did not see
understand,
it coming
sir.
out.
I would highly advise you to allow your counsel to speak for you and to make objections and motions on your behalf.
Yes, so I apologize for
You,
trying to.
you
mock
sir,
you
have
with the
opened
car,
yourself up to a perjury charge, which I'm going to go ahead and use my discretion not to apply at this time, but I would advise you to tread very carefully, Mr. Skittles, alright?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
I'll let my lawyer do the talking. I apologize.
It's alright. You may be seated now.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Make sure to go back into Discord talk. Alright.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we will now begin a examination of the state's evidence. If you'd like to share your screen, ADA Coleman.
Sir, I just don't have the access to do that still.
You should. Where are you at?
There you go.
There you go. You have access now?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
This is the firearm exactly. If you can see it, yeah, I'm hovering over it on my screen.
Alright, I see it.
You broke as shit.
And then
You should,
go into the ticket and view any evidence in there that you want to go over. And then you'll make your
Um,
oral arguments after showing all the evidence.
the only evidence would be the video that was shown for overall.
Whatever it is, you have to go and look at it.
Alright. You want me to just play it?
Yep. and we can only see the courtroom right now. You're gonna have to share your screen for us to see it.
Yeah, I got you.
Not a cop. That's the fucking game.
Yeah,
man.
the
The
cops
cop
come,
was
I'm
a
shit
cop.
jumping in your whip, I'm gone.
Cops, 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 Stop. Say what?
Philip, I
Get in
need you
my
to
car.
unlock your car, I need you to unlock your car, right? Philip, I need you to unlock your fucking car, nigga. There's so many fucking cops!
Oh, shit.
There's so many fucking cops! There's so many fucking cops!
Don't get in the car. Don't get in the car.
Why is it not letting me the fucking car?
Sir, if you drive, you will be shot.
Okay, I'm not.
Sir, do not move. Get out.
What the fuck? Yo,
Hands up, Skittles.
why is this so many? I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail. Yo, get the
Nah.
Grandma, go, grandma, go, please, grandma, go, please, grandma, go. What the fuck? Oh, grandma, just go, grandma, go, please.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
If you'd like to go to your next
Uh,
piece of evidence, you will have to also include your own evidence in here to go over it.
all right. I'd also like to say, sir, he said he was live completely. There's a big chunk of that cut out of his own eyes.
Counselor, you're just viewing your evidence right now. If you had any complaint about the evidence that he submitted, you should have
Oh, I
filed a
apologize.
motion for discovery on it before we started the trial. Now,
Yep.
you need to view
No,
all
that's fine.
you need to go and view all the evidence you put in there. If you don't go and view it, we're not going to consider it when it comes to sentencing.
But yes, sir, that's all the evidence I have.
That's all of it, Counselor. That's the only basis for the arrest.
The warrant.
Well, you'd have to go and view that, Counselor.
Oh, yes, sir.
Why? What?
So yeah, this is the warrant. Can you see it?
Yep, I can see it.
Yes. All right. Is there anything you exactly would like to see from the warrant, sir?
Anything you want me to consider for court purposes, you have to show.
So the main thing would be felony evading, as you saw. He constantly was definitely evaded arrest as soon as he arrived, and then he was told multiple times not to enter the vehicle. He still did, as that's when I said I used my beanbag shotgun to get him out of the vehicle multiple times. And then when he got into the other suspect's car to flee, I had other officers say that he was hit. Those officers were the one that is right beside me as well. And then that's when they were fired upon.
Excuse me, can one of you guys open the door for me?
And it's a dude, read the rights, searched, and sent to processing. And that would be it for me.
And what's the, I see there's a link in there. What's the link? Do we need to look at that, or is that just the picture?
Is it the photo?
No,
I don't know
it's
which link you're
up
talking
there.
about.
That black, is that the black link up
This?
there? Is that the, no, above that. Is that the photo there, or is that something else?
I have no idea, sir. I can't go on it. It's just completely black for me. There's nothing there.
Understood. Understood.
Just copy it and put it in your.
See, this works. Is this shared?
It's not showing for us. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? If I
I'm restarting it.
I got him hostage.
Hey!
I got him hostage.
Okay. All right. What do you
I'll
want?
punch him right in the back of the head.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? If I open this door, you let him go.
I'll let him go. But if you don't, I'm gonna hit him in the back of the head really hard when he's about to die. He's about to die.
Okay.
Open this door.
There you go.
Not a cop. That's
Alright, that was the video on what the warrant was made from.
Do you have any more evidence on your side that you need to view before we move on to your witnesses?
I will check one more time to make sure there is absolutely nothing. I have nothing else. I'll stop streaming.
All right. We'll go ahead and move on to the witnesses. I do believe all of
Your Honor.
them. Let's see, is Miss Puck in here? Where is she at?
Miss Puck flew out.
I understand.
She had to deal with something.
All of
Your Honor, can I?
the PD side witnesses should be able to speak in here, and if Miss Puck comes back in, we'll get her so she'll be able to speak in the call too. If you want to call your first witness, sir.
My first
yeah.
witness is Philip Diego.
All right. If you'd like to get him up here on the stand.
Getting the other cop over here.
Skank.
Your Honor, Philip needs permission to speak.
All right. Let me get him. Which email this is?
It's Philip.
All right. Is he able to speak now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Hold on. This is a defense witness, correct?
That is one of our witnesses, yes, sir.
Then, 88 Coleman, why are you calling a defense witness? You didn't list him in your witness list. He's only in the defense witness list. You can cross-examine him when they call him, but you can't do a direct examination yourself of the opposing side's witness.
One more time, sir. I probably you lost me.
You can only call witnesses from your own witness list. Now, when they call a witness of their own, you can cross-examine them. When
Yes,
it
sir.
comes time for their oral arguments and examination, but you can't call Diego because he's their witness, not yours. You have to call
Yes, sir.
one of the people you listed as a witness.
Sir, I have a question. Am I allowed to add another witness to it? Or
You can, but I get a feeling that the opposing side is gonna object. So you
yes, sir, because I've been given new evidence on another officer's body cam.
All right. Counselor sidebar, come to the bench.
You mean both sidebars, or?
Yep. Both counselors come up here. Mr. Diego, you may go sit back out with the rest of the witnesses.
Wow.
What is this witness here?
This was
Mr.
a witness at the scene of the incident for Mr.
Yeah.
Skittles that was going to testify on his behalf.
I understand. Is this the new witness the state's wanting to add?
Here, let me mute myself.
Yeah.
Of him and that woman hitting another officer.
And
As my body cam is currently broken.
is the defense side okay with this witness being added on?
If there is enough grounds for it, other than what was said was that he hit another officer, doesn't really support the claim.
Well, my main concern is that this witness was not submitted in their witness list, so it'll be up to the defense side whether or not they're added in, since you should have reasonably known all of the civilians there and gotten a report on all
I'd
of their
say
names.
to keep it reasonable. We're I'd like to keep it just as a defense side until it's time for a cross-examination.
I got you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go with that. We're not gonna add this new witness on. We're gonna stick with the witnesses in the witness list. The witnesses you listed, ADA Coleman, are the ones you can call up here. After you finish doing all of that and making your oral arguments, then he'll do the same thing you just did. And when you finish with your witness, he'll cross-examine, and when he finishes with his witnesses later on, then you'll cross-examine, but that's how we call them up, alright?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's go ahead and take our seats and only call the witnesses you listed, Mr. Coleman. Alright, go ahead and call your first witness, ADA Coleman.
So my first one is going to be the person standing right beside me, Jaden Benz. No, Richard Johnson. Apologies, wrong person.
Alright,
Richard Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, come up here and take a seat on the witness stand. Alright, Mr. Johnson, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Of course.
Alright. You may begin your direct examination of the witness, ADA Coleman.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Richard Johnson needs to speak. He's permission.
Yeah, I'm not speaking in the
Yes.
actual
Let
courtroom thing,
me... Where is he at? Which one is he? Which email is his? There it is.
Johnson.
Alright, he should be able to now. Alright,
Hello.
there we go.
Alright. Officer Richard Johnson, do you mind giving your side of the story?
I was at the courthouse with the rest of the GTF squad, and the judge issued a Code 5 felony warrant for the suspect Skittles, in which we went back to the station, gathered the proper gear, got on the proper vehicle, drove to his place of work that was noted, did not find him, and then as we were driving to the apartments, we received 2 anonymous calls that a man was bragging about having a warrant. So we went down to the bean machine, and it turns out he was hiding there. So we engaged in a foot chase with him for like 2 minutes. He tried to get into a car. He was beanbagged, shotgunned out of the car probably twice, maybe 3 times at that point. He managed to get into a secondary car, and as the secondary car was pulling away, I was standing on the right-hand side of it. It pulled forward and basically threw me straight to the ground. So then that's when I got up. Multiple other officers unloaded into the vehicle. That's about it. We detained both suspects, took them to the hospital to get medical, and then we brought him into custody and arrested him.
Yes, sir. And it was the vehicle that the suspect got in that hit you, correct?
Yeah, that would be the red car driven by the old lady.
I think that's all I have.
All right. If defense counsel would like to approach and cross-examine the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
All right, officer. First, I'd like to say thank you for your service. Regarding the incident of the vehicle.
Oh!
We
Judge, get in your
got
office. Judge, get in your office. Judge, get in your office.
get away from you, sir. Get away. Judge is in safe.
I need to tell you one more thing.
10-4. We all code 4.
Hey, Judge, just so you know, he's feeding his lawyer new information as we speak.
You're in Discord.
Oh, I am. Sweet. Get fucked.
Anyways. Yeah.
I don't know if he's supposed to be doing all that, but he's like actively feeding new information to his attorney, like about the case. Pre-questioning. And there's like, I don't know, there's like 16 people shooting outside. Ah, yep, let's go.
Your Honor, you can step out now.
Some bullshit.
Your Honor, can we get order in the court? Your Honor, can we get order in the court?
Could we get order in the court? Is there a bailiff in here? Do we have a bailiff somewhere? We don't.
All
We
your
do not.
bailiffs officers are outside dealing with the situation with the gang members.
Oh god, this is everyone. Oh Jesus, that man can jump. Jesus. Everyone, just remain calm. Everything's probably not under control. But yeah.
I don't feel safe.
Do you have bandages, Your Honor?
What'd you say, sir?
Hey, can y'all take
Do you
a
have
fucking seat so I
bandages?
can bust this case, bro?
Yeah.
God damn. Just take a seat, bro. Let me bust
Could I
this
get
case.
two, please, Your Honor?
What's your special number?
729.
There you go. There's your bandages.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hey.
All right. Let's get everyone back to their spots. I think they got it secured out there now. If we could, maybe they don't. Let's make sure we keep those doors up there locked. We don't want any of them getting in here.
Can I get a sit up?
Can we get this going, Your Honor?
I would like to, yes, but unfortunately, some people outside don't seem to want to let us proceed. We got to make sure they get it secured out there before we continue.
10-4.
Real quick for you. I only have about another hour, so I gotta go work in head.
I got you. All right, let's go and get the witness back up on the stands.
Yes, sir.
Where's the witness at? Is that? He's out there right now is any shooting people.
Yeah.
Your Honor, no witness means no.
Could
No.
we get him back in here? We gotta get this moving.
Yeah, one second.
No witness means no witness, right? That's not him. That's his mistake, right?
There's been a disruptive event.
Man, y'all let the fuck you up. I'm trying to bust this case, bro. Get out here free, man.
You're on the wrong side, buddy.
You already know. Hey, let me do my business and then I'll come over there. Hey, motherfucker. Stop shaking your ass in my face.
Your Honor, if the witness isn't coming, it's been a while. So
If we
what would that
can't
mean?
get the witness back here due to the event that happened, we might declare a mistrial and have to move this to next Saturday's general court.
Next Saturday.
Yes.
Hey, someone call the fucking witness, but I'm trying to bust case right now. It's 5 a.m. I need to fucking sleep.
All right. Here's the
There,
witness.
he's here. God damn, finally. Please, Red, don't sit down, bro. Let me win this case, man.
All right. Go ahead and proceed with cross-examination.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. And then, officer, just going back to the video that the defendant that had provided with the red car, you said there was a female driver in that red car that had hit you?
She didn't directly head-on hit me. When I was approaching the right side of the vehicle, I was in like the rear right side wheel well, basically, and I had approached the right side passenger door, and as I approached, she sped off, and it basically just dragged me straight to the ground.
Okay, so you could say that it was not the defendant driving that had hit you, but the woman.
No, yeah, correct. It was the woman who had already struck me with a vehicle prior today.
So the defendant had not hit you with the vehicle. It was an alternate person.
He didn't. No, I don't believe he was charged with vehicular manslaughter now, or attempted vehicular manslaughter.
All right, thank you. That's all I have for now.
Understood. Witness and second chair for the state, you may take a seat, sir. Alright, if the state would like to call their next witness.
Jade, are you available at all?
Witness isn't ready.
It's one member. I'm dealing with him. I'm dealing with him now. It's one member. I get that.
Let's stop crying in the back, please. What are we?
No, the RTM.
Currently, I think all the other officer is busy, so I'm just gonna have to have one right now.
Am I not looking directly at him? Get him up here on the witness stand, ADA.
That's not Jaden Bands.
Ah, that's not Jaden Benz, I understand. Do you have any other witnesses to call then, ADA?
That was not currently listed unless you allow me to add another.
I don't believe that's going to be applicable. I'm going to have to deny that motion for the
That's fine.
defense's previous objection in the sidebar. Do you want to make your oral arguments over the evidence and witnesses now then?
The only argument I have for the evidence is that it was cut off of the area.
That's
as you can tell.
that,
But like you already stated, that's
objection sustained. We've already addressed this in the
yes,
previous
sir, that's what I was gonna
sidebar,
say
sir.
Yes, sir, that's what I was gonna say.
Your oral argument is just going over what the evidence that you've shown and the witness testimony that you've gotten proves related to your case.
Yes, sir, that's what I was gonna say. So I have no arguments.
You don't have any oral arguments at all? What about...
No.
Alright. Interesting. We'll move on to the state. Do you want to re-examine the evidence, or do you want to go straight to witnesses, defense counsel?
Knowing the evidence that was shown already in court, I'd like to go forward with our witnesses that we have, at least still in the trial with us.
Alright, go ahead and call your first witness.
Alright, I would like to call up Philip Diego.
Alright. Sir, come ahead and approach the stand. Alright, Mr. Diego, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Alright, the witness is sworn in. You may begin your direct examination, counselor.
Alright, so Mr. Diego, where were you at the time of this event?
When it started, first, I was about 10 feet from the vehicle, the SWAT vehicle that came in, and then while it was going on, I was trying to run around so I wouldn't get tackled, hit, or shot, because there were shots going off everywhere around pedestrians.
And then, did you see Mr. Skittles at all near the police or around the police or around the event at all?
Yes.
What would you say Mr. Skittles' mindset might have been at that time?
Flight or fight response.
And would you say it was due to the presence of the number of officers and the violence, or would you say just the excitement of everything?
The violence, the shooting, the tackling, the tasing, everything of those sorts.
And did Mr. Skittles show any signs of aggression towards officers at the scene?
Nope.
All right.
Not in my eyes.
And then, did you see Mr. Skittles at all attempt to hit another officer with a vehicle at all?
No, when the vehicle took off, I was watching the vehicle at a good distance, but I had eyes on everything, and he did not strike or hit anybody in the crowd, or the
Okay.
didn't.
And did you see anybody near the vehicle at all?
Yeah, there was police officers around it, but they were about a foot away from the vehicle. One was standing in front.
So not at striking distance.
No, exactly.
All right. And then, did you see Mr. Diego fire here? Did you see or hear any weapons fired from Mr. Skittles' vehicle or by himself?
No.
All right. That's all I have for now, Your Honor.
Understood. ADA Coleman, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
Mr. Coleman, could you please unmute in the Discord here?
Apologies. You said you have very far distance away from the vehicle?
Yeah, decent amount, yeah.
Alright, I just wanted to say you were absolutely positive you saw no officers fall down.
fall
Because
down?
one could have been blocked. Yeah.
No, I did not.
All right. I don't have any questions. No questions.
All right, Mr. Diego, we thank you for your time. You may return to the gallery
May
at
I
this time.
may I add something, Your Honor?
As long as no one objects, I suppose that's reasonable.
I just want to say that everybody there was pretty fearful for their life since they came in so hot, shooting, tackling, pretty much trying to tackle Mr. Skittles. And he, from what I've seen, they did tackle one person. It was very a scareful place to be at in that moment. That's all I would like to add.
All right. All right. Would the defense like to go ahead and call their next witness?
Let me see. Unfortunately, I believe the other witness that we did have flew out of the city, so we don't have her here present.
Really? She got a plane ticket that quickly? That's amazing. Well, I guess, do you want to move on to oral arguments then, counselor?
I would. Would it be possible if we took about a 5-minute recess to talk to my client real quick?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, the court is now in recess for the next 5 minutes.
Ralph, is that you, my boy?
Shut the fuck up. Get up. Oh shit.
Fucking hate recess.
Yeah, I was
Cause
gonna
everything just
ask.
goes around this fucking upon. It's gonna take 20 years. Fucking tired.
For more, am I allowed to add it? I'm not allowed to add any more oral arguments, correct? Hello?
No, sorry. You'll get a closing argument, but you can't do any more oral arguments on the evidence specifically.
That's fine.
Whatever the fuck his name, J-Dot wants his shit back. He's outside.
Hello. I need someone at LSPD.
Try, try outside though. Try to get the damage and shit.
Someone is requesting
Where
some.
there's no lawyers available at the moment, unfortunately.
Where'd Philip go? Hey, can we get someone to open the door door, please?
Where do we open the damn door?
Yeah, could someone open the door, please? Thank you.
Oh, you want to frisk me? Is that what you just said?
Is that my boy Hitman?
You just
Hey, is
asked
that my
me?
boy Hitman? My boy, bro. I won't forget it, no way. I owe you, bro.
Alright. Is everyone ready to go back into session?
Yes, bro.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, we'll go ahead and go back into session, and just ignore those gunshots. Alright. Are you ready to go into oral arguments, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, go ahead and give your oral argument on your evidence.
Alright, given, here, let me try facing you a little bit better. Given the testimony from the witnesses that we had in trial, plus the video, I could say my defendant, Mr. Skittles, wasn't a primary suspect in these charges. We could say he was an accessory to them for the most part, acting in fear of his life, not in malice or disregard of the life of other officers. Well, can y'all not hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. For example, with the vehicle, with reckless evasion, my client, Mr. Skittles, was not the driver. He was a passenger, not knowing where his grandmother was taking him, not knowing what the outcome may be. So I would say he may be an accessory to that reckless evasion, as he was not the primary cause of that reckless evasion or 1080. Then that would be my primary my my view on the evidence.
Understood. Do you have anything else you want to add in before we go to closing arguments?
I know my client would hope that these charges that we have against him currently, if they may not be dropped, they can at least be reviewed to become lesser charges. For example, reckless evasion to accessory to evasion, and then from the jailbreak to attempted jailbreak, as my suspect did not fully escape the jail or prison at the time, but primarily attempted to escape a cell. That is all I have.
Understood. If the state would like to approach and make their closing arguments.
So all I have to say is we just conducted a felony warrant, and the charges that are on the warrant were the ones that applied. As much as I say, the reason why, if anyone's wondering, the way we came in was because since it's a felony warrant and he has multiple class weapons, he's considered armed and dangerous. So that is the way officers had acted, the way that we acted. And that's all I have to say.
Alright, do you rest your case for the state?
Yes, sir.
Alright. If the defense would like to approach and make their closing statement.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. All right. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of this court, we have shown that the prosecution's portrayal of the defendant is very misleading. Yes, the events in question were chaotic and involved risky decisions, but they were not made with the criminal intent that was seen by these officers. My client's actions were a response to a series of unfortunate circumstances, not a calculated plan to commit crimes. This evidence presented does not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty of reckless evasion, jailbreaking, or hostage taking. We urge you to carefully consider this evidence in context in which these events occurred. Justice requires a verdict based on facts and not assumptions or emotions seen by certain parties in this trial. And so we basically ask you, Your Honor, to see that my client is a victim and not the suspect. Thank you.
Understood. The court will go into recess for the next 9 minutes while we deliberate on the verdict.
Chief Justice.
I'm almost done.
10-4.
Alright. The court is now going to reconvene into session. Everyone may take their seats. Deliberation is over, and a verdict has been reached. In the matter of the State of San Andreas v. Skittles, the court has heard arguments and evidence from both sides. The court has also heard conjoined the civil suit of Skittles v. the Los Santos Police Department for a tort of unlawful and unnecessary use of lethal force. In the criminal matter on count 1 of Jailbreak, the defendant is found guilty and sentenced to the statutory maximum for time and fine. On count 2, hostage taking, the defendant is found guilty and sentenced to the statutory maximum for time and fine. On count 3, reckless evading, the defendant is found guilty and sentenced to the statutory maximum for time and fine. The court finds the evidence in plain viewing prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. In the civil matter, the court has had to weigh arguments from both sides and evidence around the use of force, and the court finds guidance in the Federal Supreme Court's decision in the Graham case regarding when lethal force can be used on a fleeing subject, and the role and nature of the criminal offense and potential danger posed by the fleeing subject weighed against said citizen's Fourth Amendment right. The court finds under DOJ Directive 1-16, subsection 200, that the officer's use of deadly force was lawful due to the violent and dangerous nature of the criminal offense, the armed nature of the subjects, the civilians and officers in the area put in danger by the reckless flight of the subject, and several injured persons as a result of his continued flight from officers. The court rules in favor of the Los Santos Police Department in the civil suit. The court also imposes the statutory maximum court fee on the losing side of $250,000. Time and fine have already been served and been paid, so he will just be imposed with the court fee at this time.
Yo, you see this fucking shit? Are you Your Honor, are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They killed my grandmother. They killed my fucking grandma.
Get back to your seat.
Oh, this is fucked up. Your Honor, this is fucked up. They killed my grandma, Your Honor. This is fucked up, Your Honor. This is fucking... Nah. This is fucked up.
Back to your seat.
Yo. This is fucking corrupt shit, bro. Get me the fuck out of here, bro. Someone give me a gun.
Go ahead and secure that man, bailiff.
I am joking. Man, I haven't done it. Yo, I'm innocent, bro. Some fucking bullshit. Objection, Your Honor. You corrupt motherfucker.
Alright, bailiff, and will you confirm his special number is 532?
Ah, you corrupt motherfucker. You corrupt bastard. You fucking...
Oh! 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 Oh!
Corrupt fucking
Hey, just take
bastard.
the
Get
stand.
knocked the fuck out.
Go on first.
The judge was
Corrupt fucking bastard.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh
God.
God, Jesus Christ.
He's dead.
Corrupt
You can stop.
motherfucker.
How did he break out?
He's
Alright.
in life now.
Man, I wish death upon you.
Alright, everyone else back behind the thing.
You
Oh
back.
God.
Fuck
Oh.
you, Your Honor.
Oh.
Fuck you. They killed my grandma.
Oh
You have no
God.
sympathy.
Secure this
No
man in the
fucking
cells downstairs.
No fucking sympathy. That's what you have, Your Honor.
Oh
They killed
God.
my fucking grandma, man. They killed my grandma. You gonna allow
Oh.
this shit?
Shit.
You okay, Judge?
I am.
Do you
Alright.
need medical attention?
Oh.
Medic, I need you
yeah.
to give him a tap.
Oh, ma'am, I need help. I've not been beat this badly since I was in the orphanage. Oh
Jesus Christ, Judge.
God.
250K is crazy, bro.
You know? PD1,
Man, I appreciate y'all for
criminal
being here,
0.
but this is fucked
Yeah.
up.
I'm so tired.
We'll
And I like.
we'll all go ahead and go back into the thing. If the civs want to go into meeting room A and talk
There you
shit
go.
about
Yeah,
me,
I helped
they
you up by
can.
your shoulder, you know. Best point of
I can't even
helping
fly
somebody
in.
up.